Hi everybody, Judy Parcell here again. I know I've been away for a while. I'm still kind of in a hiatus from doing art, but I did get one little idea that eked through, and that happened during a phone call that I was so bored with. So I took a piece of paper, and to be polite and listen to the person, I took and I drew random shapes, like a circle here, maybe a heart here, and over here maybe a square, kind of a rounded square. I kind of like rounded shapes. And then over here maybe a great big circle, and maybe a rounded triangle here. It's whatever comes to my mind. And then here I want to do a star, which you know I love to do stars. So okay, and this is kind of off, isn't it? So I'm going to do a big round one here, maybe a another heart here, a little different sizes. Okay, another little heart, a little star here. Another heart up here. And then I more or less, I think I'll put a kind of a rounded square here. That looks pretty full. All right. So more or less starting in the center, but I think doing something central is boring. So I'm going to start with this star, and I'm just going to do auras around it. Oop, that's a little lopsided, isn't it? That's okay, this is just art. The things that people like to talk about on phone conversations can be so boring. Delightfully interesting to them, but I try to be polite, and sometimes if I'm just very quiet, they'll change the topic themselves. If they're not getting a response out of me, then they'll change the topic around, and it gets sometimes more interesting, or it can get even more boring, whatever. So I just keep drawing, and I let the conversation develop as it will. Don't know if you know where this is going or not, but you see I just encompass that, and I make it part of the line, and I go down here and just keep drawing the lines out around the star. And this is all I'm going to do until I envelop every one of these shapes on here with these line drawings. And this doesn't take any particular thinking. But it just keeps you busy and keeps the anxiety down when people are boring, because your mind really wants to launch off onto something that you want to talk about anyway. So this keeps you calm. Let's see, I'll start here. I'll go like this. You can make the lines wider if you want. Make it spread out wider if you want. I'll start here, come in here, go around. Now, there's another activity where I have to go and babysit a place for about 5 hours once a month, and there is nothing to do but just to be there and answer the phones and any questions if somebody comes in. And I have a bunch of these that I've done from the boring phone conversations. And I take them into that other boring job and I do pen and ink on them. Then I come home and I might scan them in black and white, and then I would color them in Photoshop. Or I might twirl them in Graphics Converter. In other words, making a mountain out of a molehill as far as a boring piece of art goes. You never know what's going to come out of the design. So I'm going to do this again. Okay. Just keeps growing. Now, each one's going to be a little different. This one, I might not just work off of this. Maybe I am. Okay. Eat my words here. Or maybe not. Don't know yet. This is a form of Zendoodle, by the way. All I'm doing is auras. Now I think this will be the last time I go around this, because I will have done this adequately. And then the ones that are on the outside, I'm going to use those to set up the background for this design. I'm running out of paper here. This will be the last one. Okay, so I think I'm going to make this stars and circles in the background. And then I just won't do any more line drawing. I might go like that. Make them different sizes. Don't make them regular, make them irregular. No two of these comes out the same way because you don't know how these will turn out. And that's pretty much set by the shapes that you put down, which you're doing randomly. Okay, so what have I got here for you? Pretty much filled it out. I'll do some down here. Need something here. Okay. Can't tell. I have to get up and look at my iPad to see what all is in there. Now let me see. This is good. This is as much as you're going to see. So then I would go ahead and pen and ink this all in and erase the lines and then scan it into my computer, and then I can color it in Photoshop, or I can color it with colored pencils. I can make a card with it, or I can make a design for my Redbubble page. I've got lots of choices. The more I do with it, the better it is. I want to show you some other designs I did. This is an interesting one. This is on an 8.5 by 12 piece of paper, and so I have to kind of show it to you. That's one. And then this one's quite similar to the one I just did for you, but I just use little dots back there. And I'll fill these in. And these are kind of fun to do. When you just can't come up with any ideas, why not just do something like this randomly? Anyway, that's my video for today. Thank you for giving me your time. It's taken me 15 minutes to do this, and hope that's not too long, but you have a good day and keep drawing.